to stand against the tide of this moment. God has called you to say, I don't want to be ungodly. But I want to tell you something. The carnal nature of man wants to be ungodly. Man's sin is his pride, and except the cross of Christ takes a hold of his life. We're raising children in this hour. The devil doesn't have any faith. And if you think the devil thinks his end is already, I don't believe that. There'll come a time when he'll know that his end is near. But the devil doesn't believe in the power of God to change your life and mine to the degree that we're able to stand against all the powers of hell as a people. And the devil's willing to wait us out. Says, let the fool yell. I'll take over in the children and the grandchildren. Let those people go to church. I'm working in their children. Let those people sing some songs. I'm tearing apart the foundations of their nation. The devil's convinced that with his ungodliness that he can corrupt this hour completely. But I'm not convinced. I believe he's the same God yesterday, today, and forever. I believe he's mighty to deliver. I believe that God can cause you and me to hate ungodliness. And oh, God, give us a hatred for ungodliness. Help me, oh God, to never enjoy telling somebody off. Help us, God, to not enjoy that ungodliness. Help us, God, to not enjoy the ungodliness that the devil serves us every day. Bring us to the place where the heart cries out, oh God, your will be done in my life. Stand with me in the service. I looked at the way this world was going. I saw men being cruel when they didn't have to be. Men take another man's wallet, get his goods, and then put a bullet through his head for no reason. You say no reason? There's a reason. Because it's more ungodly to kill him after you rob him. It adds to ungodliness. And the spirit of this hour wants to be as ungodly as it possibly can be. What is the result of ungodliness? Revolution and wreck and ruin. Some poor Christians, they think all they want is a sexual sin. You're deceived. You don't pick a sin. You don't pick a bondage. You pick a master. You think the devil's going to leave you with just a night in a motel? He's not going to do that. He's going to bring you to ungodliness. No preacher, no born-again believer, no man, no woman ever ends with just the sin that they're attracted to. The end is you become the enemy of Jesus Christ. Look at Judas. Judas always wanted a lot. He always wanted more than he could get. More than what his hands could make for him. More than his skills could hand him. Judas became a thief. All I want is more. That's all. I don't want to hurt nobody. I don't want to kill nobody. I could be on the highway robbing somebody, but that's not me. I'm not a mean man. I'm not a cruel man. I'm Judas. I want more, that's all. Businessmen cheat. Politicians cheat. Tax collectors cheat. I want all I can get, that's all. But he became more ungodly than that. He killed the Lord of glory by betraying him. He became worse. He wanted to be a harmless thief. There are no harmless thieves, and there are no harmless adulterers. There are no harmless liars. There are no harmless rebellious people. You're a part of the kingdom of darkness, and you're headed toward ungodliness. Christian, pray with me right now. Backslider, sinner, the devil's been pushing you fast toward ungodliness. You've been falling fast. Today's the day to get right. I want you to leave your place where you're standing and come to the front of this church right now and say, God, I want to be godly. I've been getting ungodly. My speech, my attitude, my hatred, oh God, it's getting out of control. God, I want to get right with you today. Hit this altar just as quick as you can. Come on. God's had you in this service for a reason. God's had you here for a reason. God's had you here for a reason. You'll either be godly or you'll be ungodly. The end is one or the other. There can be no in between. Sooner or later, you build the stage for the launching of a life, either into darkness or light. God wants to call you to godliness today. It's one or the other. It can't be in between. I would that it could, but it can't. All of this hour is engineered with two forces that are moving in this time, one opposing the other. It's either godliness or it's ungodliness. I suppose that most of us would say in our heart, God, if I could write the whole thing, I'd want just one thing that seems to be something you don't want me to have. One temptation, one weakness, one area. Lord, this is my problem. And I just wish that you wouldn't say nothing about this and I could be a good Christian if that was true. Don't believe that. The devil's using that one thing to make you an enemy of God. The devil's making that one sin to make you an enemy of God.